Hello and welcome back to this walkthrough for Steve Jackson's Sorcery, Book 1, The Shamutanti Hills. In our last video we begun our adventure and went through the village of Cantapani. We're now at the base of a gigantic tree with two paths before us. Select the option to look right and then select the option to look left. As we're deciding where to go, we're going to hear a faint cry from somewhere nearby. Select the option, look around. You can hear that the cry is coming from the branches above us. Select the option, who's there. You'll get an illustration of an old man stuck up a tree and is saying, "Help, help, I can't get down." Now he looks feeble and wiry, so we're going to help him. Select the option, help him down. Once he's back down to the ground, ask him what he will do now. He says that he's going to continue to Analand, but before he sets off he wants to give you a page which looks like it was torn from a spell book. Select the option, look at the page. You can see that it's only half a spell, but don't worry, we won't be using the spell, it's the page that's important as we'll be needing it later on in this walkthrough. Select the option, keep it. Now before we continue our journey, we can hear a beehive, and where there's a beehive, there's honey. Select the option, climb up and investigate. Click continue, and go to the flag, the beehive. You'll hear that there are a huge number of bees going all over the place, so we're going to want to use some magic. Select cast a spell. And select the spell Big, that's B-I-G, and cast. This spell is going to make you 3 times your normal size, and because you're so large, the bee stings basically don't hurt you. The old man's going to remark that he wished he knew them before he ran into the Elvins, which put him in the tree in the first place. And he wants to give you some final advice before you carry on your journey. Select Hear Him Out. He's going to tell you an elven riddle. See him though he sees you not, a stinging beast in a box not left, to guard a key it is his lot, to gowl a witch of luck bereft. You thank him and continue along your journey. Go to the flag, the high path. Select continue walking and go to the flag, make camp. When we go to sleep, we need to build our strength back up again. Select the option to eat, and we're going to take out our sugary honeycomb that we got from the beehive earlier. As you settle down to rest, a giant bat is going to settle on your chest and start feeding off your leg. I don't recommend to kill the bat. Instead, select the option to cast a spell. The spell we're going to be casting is Jig. Select J, I, G, and cast. You start playing on your bamboo pipe, and the bat is going to start beginning to hop up and down, spinning around and holding out its wings. It's quite entertaining, and I know that you might be thinking this is animal abuse, but personally I think the bat just had it coming. Select the option to sleep, and you're going to get another dream about the Crown of Kings. Have a read of the dialogue box, and when you're ready, click continue. Go to the flag that says the next morning. Another dialogue box is going to appear telling you about using your spirit guide. You can feel free to use it to regain your stamina as we go along, but don't worry about major events, we generally won't be using the spirit guide that much. Select the option to walk on, and we're going to ignore the heads on the pikes and select keep moving. Click continue, and go to the flag that says climb. up the hill, you're going to hear some faint sounds from somewhere nearby. It sounds like grunting voices or the clanking of metal against rock. Select the option, follow the sound. You're going to come across a huge open cave with a number of goblins going in and out of it carrying glistening rocks and dull metallic nuggets. Select the option, watch them work. And that you'll see is a huge scale of an operation. There are at least 30 goblins coming in and out carrying different things. We want to explore the cave, so select the option, try to slip inside. Go to continue and go to the flag in the mine. Cave, you're going to go along a passage, and all around you there are hundreds of goblins singing as they work. Eventually, you're going to reach a junction. Go to the flag, go right. You're going to come across a sealed wooden door. Select the option to try the door. You'll see that it's locked, so it's time to cast a spell. The spell we're going to cast is Dop, so go to D, O, P, and cast. As you enter the room, you're going to see a large and powerful ogre working on some sort of machinery. Select the option to watch him work. You'll see that the ogre is picking up large piles of rocks and putting them into the machine, churning something out on the other side. He hasn't noticed you yet, so we're going to make our presence known. Go to the option, approach the ogre. The ogre stops working immediately and he turns to face you. He grabs his club and a fight's about to start. Before we begin though, we're going to give ourselves the upper hand. Select the option to cast a spell. And the spell we'll be casting is Dim. So select the small d, I, small m, and cast. The ogre is about to lunge forward, but he stops and starts shaking his head. You've given yourself the advantage, so now it's time to end the fight. Select the option, now kill it. Pause the video and resume once the ogre is defeated. When defeated, select the option to try out the machinery. You're going to see that there is a large emerald about the value of 10 gold pieces. I would like to mention at this point not to spend your emerald on anything. Towards the end of this walkthrough, you're going to be able to trade your emerald for the best value of 12 pieces each. Select the option, search the table, and select the option, search the corners of the room, where you'll find a second emerald. Click continue, and go to the flag, the left fork. Once the ogre has been defeated, select the option to try out the machine. You crank the machine and a large emerald is going to fall out. That's worth a value of 10 gold pieces. I would like to mention at this point not to spend your emerald, or the next emerald we're about to get, on anything until the end of the walkthrough, as they're going to be traded for 12 gold each, which is the best value you're going to get for them. Select the search the table option, and select search the corners of the room, and we're going to find our second emerald. Click continue, and go to the flag, the left fork. As we continue along the passageway, we're going to reach a large stone-cut door blocking our way forwards. For a mine, this place seems well built up. Perhaps it will serve as a camp if war comes. Select the option to try the door handle. Now the room beyond is dirty with soot from the mines, but it also could be like the night sky because there's crystals all over the place acting as stars. In the middle of the room is a table, and behind it there is a goblin that's detected us. He lifts his head, although you can see in his eyes he seems to be partially blind. He challenges us and says, "Your smell is strange, intruder. You are not permitted here." Respond with, "I'm a friend." He's not going to believe us as he says, "Are you now?" "I'm not." He raises to his feet and grabs his large stone club. Now, I recommend to cast the spell Zap, as it's going to just defeat him straight away, although you can choose to engage him if you want to. If you do engage him, pause the video here and continue once the fight is over. Otherwise, select Cast a Spell. To cast Zap, we need to select Z, A, P, and cast. Once the goblin is defeated, select the option to search this room first. You'll see around the goblin's neck there is a silver key that's going to be very useful for us in Book 4. For now, select the option Time to leave this place. Click Continue, and we're going to leave the mine back the way we came. Go to the flag back outside the mine. Now that we're back outside, it's time for us to carry on. Select the flag by a bridge. Now the bridge itself seems innocent enough, but seeing as we're just come across some goblins, we're not going to take any chances. Select the option Find Another Way. As we head on down to the bank of the river, we're going to cut our legs on some thick vegetation and some thorns, but we will eventually come across some stepping stones. Select the option Cross on the Stones. Now this bit is important. As you're halfway across, you're going to notice something sparkling in the water. Make sure to select the option to pick it up. You reach down and lift up a locket with a small portrait containing a woman inside. This locket is going to be important to us in Book 4, so select the option Keep It. We're going to carry on along the stepping stones and reach the other side of the river. Go to the flag further on. And that's it for part 2 of this walkthrough. I'll see you in part 3.